Well, I checked it.
I thought you did get a series.
I had one that I.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did the one.
But it's done now.
Yeah. All right. So today, Wednesday, 15th, the Ides of October. Okay. So we'll finish up 2.5 today. Potentially have some work time today in class where we can get stuff stamped. We can start our homework 2.5. If we didn't start our homework 2.5, we can do lots of things. Tomorrow we're going to have kind of midway through Unit 2, kind of a review activity tomorrow. It's a worksheet. It actually looks like this. Okay. So we'll work on that tomorrow in class, along with homeworks and all that fun stuff. And then Friday, this week Friday, we will have another formative quiz.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I haven't had one in a while. Yeah. Okay. So we'll have another one of those. Okay. And then next week, really, it's only 2.5 days.
Oh
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, all great.
Half day
Already.
on Wednesday.
Don't we have an evacuation drill on Wednesday?
Next week, Wednesday, right after homeroom.
Wait,
Yes.
so do we get to like walk to St. Mark's?
No, we're gonna we're gonna stay on property, but we're gonna go out of the building.
So we're gonna walk to the concession stand.
Concession stands, football fields, stuff like that. Yeah.
Go to some.
Exactly. Okay. All right, let's do this. What was it?
Do we see on Wednesday?
Yes. Yes, you do, because because Wednesday is a goofy day. Because it's like we're running 8-minute mods on Wednesday, so that we still get all 21 mods. Oh, trust me, I'm with you. Yeah. Well, I get it. I get it. Yeah. Plus, still 5-minute passing times too. So if you think about it, so if they're 8-minute mods on Wednesday, we can have 2 mods. So that means we got 16 minutes, which 5-minute passing time knocks it down to 11 minutes.
11-minute class.
11 minutes.
So sick. They'll do attendance and class will be over.
You actually think I'm going to take attendance? That's funny.
Are you just gonna click everyone's
Sounds like
here? Oh, look at that.
No, actually, in here it's easy because I have a seating chart. But in my pre-calcs where it takes me a while to go around and take attendance.
They're just like,
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
All right. So we are on page 22 in your note packet. We skipped 5, 6, 7, and 8 yesterday. We're gonna hit up 5, 6, 7, and 8 today, and then we'll turn you loose on some stuff. Okay. Carlos says, I remember this about negative exponents. A to the negative n power is equal to 1 over a to the n power. Negative exponents always have a twin, an equivalent expression that is written with a positive exponent. Okay? Explain how what Carlos remembers about negative exponents relates to the relationships you have observed in those two. So yesterday, remember, we had g of x and f of x, and those graphs are on the page right before. Okay? So let's specifically focus in here on 1/2 and 2. Let's write them as the same base. Either write them as 1/2 or as 2 with the same base. Because this is like 1/2 is like 2 to the first on the below, right? So if I want to write that with a negative exponent, what would I have? 2 to what power? Negative 1 power, yeah. So the negative first power, yeah. Okay. So 1/2 here is also can be written as 2 to the negative 1 power. Which means that 2 then could be written as 1/2 to the negative first power also. Correct? Yeah. And we talked yesterday about how we were writing those equivalency ones I don't remember which numbers those were. Where do we write those equivalent ones? It was like 9. Yeah, you did this over too. Oh, yep, 9 and 10. 9 and 10. We said f of x equals 2 to the x in number 9 from yesterday. We said f of x equals 2 to the x is the same as, I think we said j of x equals 1/2 to the negative x power or something like that, didn't we? No, we said 2 to the, no, we did 1/2. We didn't do that one. Oh yeah, we 1/2 to the x power. Yes. Oh, sorry. In number 9, we said number 9 started with this way. We said 1/2 to the x power was 2 to the negative x power. That was number 9. And number 10 was 2 to the x, right? 2 to the x power then became 1/2 to the negative x power, right? We reciprocated and negated. Okay? Okay? Clarita says, let's play around with some negative exponents with bases other. Whoa, what happened there? See what had happened was. Okay? So Clarita says, I think we could play around with these negative exponents and use them with bases other than 2. Try applying the multiplication rules for exponents, and where we add the exponents in expressions. And when we finish, use another to verify that our answer is correct. Okay? Well, according to the multiplication rule, the green rule right here, same base. Do we agree that these two have the same base? Okay, they have the same base with different exponents. What do we do with the exponents? We add the exponents. So this would be 2 to the 5 plus negative 3 power. Well, what's 5 plus negative 3?
2.
2, okay? So that's going to be 2 squared. And what is 2 squared?
4.
That's 4. Okay? All right. An alternative method would be this part here would be 2 to the 5th power over 1. With me? Okay. This one right here would be 1 over 2 to the 3rd power. And how do we multiply fractions? Straight across. So that would become 2 to the 5th over 2 to the 3rd. And then we subtract those exponents. We've got 2's on the top. We got more 2's on the top than on the bottom. And we have 2 more 2's on top. So we still get 4. Right? Okay. An alternative to the alternative, whoa, I know, would be using a well, we don't even need a calculator, we got our hand. Okay. 2 to the 5th power. 2 times 2 is
4.
4 times 2 more is 8 times 2 more is 16 times 2 more is 32. So this really is 32 times 2 to the negative 3rd, right? So that's going to be 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 more is 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that would be times 1/8. Which is 4 because that becomes 32 over 8, which is 4, and we've gotten 4 all the way through. Okay? All right? Part B. What's it gonna end up being? What are you gonna do with those exponents? Add them. Okay, 3 plus negative 2 is? Come on.
power 0. 1. 3 to the power 1.
What did Mr. Butala teach you?
Be
Did
nice.
you just hit me?
You just assaulted him. That's assault, brother.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna try
What do you got now?
that.
Hey, did you want to change what you said? Because you said 3 plus negative 2, and you said that's 0.
Plus negative 2?
Yeah.
Well, that'd be 1.
That'd be 1. Yeah, okay. So that'd be 3 to the first power, which is just 3. Oh, I'm sorry. I read it wrong. I apologize, Ty. Ty, I am sorry. It's 2. I thought it was 3 to the third power. I apologize. Okay. So this would be 3 to the 2 minus 2 power, which would be 3 to the 0 power, which would be 1. Yep. My fault. Old eyes, Hannah.
24.
She sounded like that.
That's abuse of the elderly.
Another 4 fours.
Stop picking on the elderly.
That's what I started saying one time.
Yep.
Wow.
I see him do 4 fours.
So, if we subtract exponents then, right? Okay. So, this would be 3 to the 2 minus negative 1 power, right? What is 2 minus negative 1? 3. So that's 3 to the third power, which is 27, right? Okay.
Oh, I see.
An alternative method would be if I take just this part right here, that's going to be 3 squared over 1. Then if I take the other part, which is in the denominator, 3 to the negative 1 power, if I make that be a positive exponent, then that would be 3 to the first power over 1. And now it goes back to the one where we add the exponents. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 cubed is 27. Yep. What do we think for this one? It would be 5 to the 5th power. Do we agree with 5 to the 5th power?
Yes. No. Oh, no. Or to the negative 5th power.
Ooh, do you like to interchange? Tweak? Okay. It would be 5 to the negative 5th power because it would be top minus bottom.
Thank you. Then you could do once.
Yep.
Which would
Not
be-
could.
Sure.
Yeah. We don't like negative exponents.
Hate.
Hate them.
Ugh, so then it'd be
3,125?
Yeah.
I won't say it.
That's 3,100.
So it'd be 1 over
Oh, yeah.
3,125. Because, well, no, not negative.
Oh my
No, 'cause
gosh.
the-
I'm sorry.
The negative, the negative exponent moves it to the bottom to make it positive, and then it just becomes 5 to the 5th power.
Okay. Thank you for your
Okay. Power to a power rule. Now we're going to multiply our exponents. So this would be 3 to the 3 times negative 2 power. What's 3 times negative 2? Negative 6,
We don't like negative exponents.
right? So what do we want to write instead?
The decimal.
No.
No.
Decimals are even worse.
Fraction is fraction.
Like
I got
if Ty's level of hatred for graphs is here, okay?
Decimals gotta be
Okay, my level of hatred for decimals is on the 3rd floor somewhere.
right.
Because you know it's more work to do decimals than it is to do fractions, right?
Well, how do I turn this into a fraction?
Well, first off, you never use a calculator, especially one that you stole from pre-algebra.
Sitting
Okay, right. So what was this one? What would this one be?
1 over 3 to the 6.
1 over 3 to the 6. which, if memory serves me right, that's 1 over 729.
Wow.
Because it's 3 times itself, 6 times, right? 3 times 3 is 9.
So
729.
9 times 9 is 81. So that's 4 3s. Times another 9 is 729. Yep.
Okay, that's I'm calling you that. I'm calling you.
-1 times -2? 2. So that would be 5 squared, which is 25. Okay? I was saying I do something wrong. Wouldn't be the first time today I made a
Oh,
mistake.
no. I'm just.
Negative times a negative is a positive.
It is.
We learn from our mistakes.
Okay? So now on page 23, there's some ready for mores. Okay? Find me those values. Go for it.
I did that.
So if I apply my negative exponent rule, this becomes 1 over -3 squared. -3 squared is -3 times -3, right? Negative times negative is a positive. 3 times 3 is 9. So this one would be 1/9. With me?
Yep.
Okay. This one, number 2, would be 1 over -3 cubed. Right? -3 cubed is -3 times -3 times -3. -3 times -3 is 9 times -3 is -27. So this one would be -1/27.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, I got that.
If Drew said circle it, maybe it's some negative stuff.
Yeah.
Sure that's right.
Okay. This one, remember that the exponent is only controlling what is directly in front of it. So this one is going to be negative of 3 to the -2 power, kind of written like that a little bit. 3 to the -2 power is going to be 1 over 3 squared, which is going to be the negative of 1/9, which is going to be -1/9.
Yeah. Okay.
So the difference. So if we're looking at 1 and 3, right? 3 in 3. The exponent's only controlling what's right in front of it, which is the 3. In 1, the -2 is controlling the 3 and the negative sign, because they're in the parentheses.
Okay, I got it now.
So, injury.
What's up? Okay. Alright? So with that being said, just a reminder that you are skipping number 23B, which I believe is the last problem on the homework.
I think I'm so smart.
Yeah, I actually did it too.